everyone, welcome to another video. In case you can't tell, I'm in my wheelchair, and that is because I got a video planned for you. It's another disability video, so yeah, I'm just going to tell you what it is. I'm going to be teaching you some very basic wheelchair skills that I use. I just need to clarify that these aren't how everything is meant to be done. These are just how I do it. Maybe you can use a couple of tips. Obviously, things that work for me might not work for you, and just keep that in mind if you do attempt to do any of these. In this video, I'm going to be covering getting from my wheelchair to the floor, from my wheelchair to another seat or a bed or something, and basic wheelchair positioning and stuff like that. So let's get into it. Okay, so you guys probably won't be able to see my face, but that's because that's not really the focus. Just out my trousers. So probably not wearing the best trousers for this. However, basic things about wheelchairs, right? You have the seat, you have the foot plates, and you have this back rest, and obviously the wheels. Obviously, positioning is quite important in a wheelchair, so it's important to sit nice and far back into the chair, so your bum won't be like on the edge or anything. You want to try not to have too much space back there. Bit of a thirst trap there. So yeah, be nice and far back. So it's comfortable. However, it does need to be secure. Some people might have a belt that goes around to keep them in position. I chose not to have one. However, speaking of belts, I do have a leg belt. Now, if we angle the camera down quite a bit, I'm not sure if you guys can really see. These are my foot plates. Now, I just need to set up the camera because it's going to fall over. So, now we're taking a look at my lower half of the chair. Probably going to put the brakes on real quick. As you can see, there's this strap here, and the foot plate there. Now, people will have their legs either in front or behind this strap. So I'd have it in front there, and this will be further back, like the strap itself, so they can put their feet nicely on there. However, my legs tend to spasm and flick forwards uncontrollably, like that, so I have this strap here just to keep them in place. And another thing I suffer with is foot drop, which I forgot to mention in my last video. But people do recommend that you try and keep your feet flat on the foot plate, rather than like pointed up like that. Obviously I'm wearing socks, so it's a little bit more noticeable. However, when I'm wearing shoes, it does tend to be a little bit flatter. So that's basically all the important stuff I need to cover with seating positions. I'm going to do a quick thing about basic pushing now. Okay, so sorry the screen's going to be a bit smaller. I had to see what you guys could see. But yeah, this is usually how I sit. Basic wheelchair pushing is holding your hands, imagining this is a clock. Basically, you're meant to sit upright. I probably should have said that when you could see me, but sit up. It's nice, comfortable position, preferably straight. Basic seating posture is okay. So to start off with pushing, right? Some people may think, just push, right? Just do that. Well, no. What you're actually meant to do is have your hands, imagine this as a clock. You got 12, 1, 2, 3. You know how a clock works. And over here is 11, 10. Now, where you're meant to put your hands is obviously, as you can see, there's this bit and then this bit, don't hold, these bits in here, don't hold, this bit is the holding bit. I'm not sure if you can see it on camera, but it's got some rubber for me, just on the top, which helps me grip it. The rest is a metal material. Some people may have fully metal versions of these, different colours, obviously different chairs. However, the important thing that I'm trying to cover is hand position. So before starting to push, have your hand around here, around 11-ish is where I find comfortable. This is just recommended. Obviously, different people have different preferences. However, this is the most efficient way that I think of when pushing. And it's important to think about efficiency when pushing, because when you get older, if you've been using a wheelchair for a long time, your shoulders will almost definitely start hurting if you're just doing a bunch of small, inefficient pushes. So I find it's comfortable to have my hand around here, and then push forwards, and then sometimes lean forwards as well. Again, sorry if you can't quite see, but hand around here, between 11 and 12, thumbs sometimes on top, sometimes like not even holding on that well. Everyone just holds on differently. However, I prefer to have my thumb on top. Lean forwards, pushing along until I either get to around here, where I'm like completely folded over, if I'm trying to go fast or like up a hill or something, or just a normal push. It's just a slight rocking forwards to around 3-ish, 2, 3. So I'll show you that one more time. Obviously I got my brakes on, so I'm not going anywhere. This is just a demonstration. Hello there. I'm going to use this floor as an example of a floor that I would get onto. So first thing, brakes. Put them on. That's important. Second thing, if your legs are in front of the strap, this bit doesn't really matter. However, I need to lift my legs up and over the strap. However, some people may just undo the strap entirely. And what I do is use these metal parts here and support my arms on them, and then edge myself forwards until my feet are touching the floor, preferably not on each other, and I'm on the edge of the seat. I'll just bring the camera closer so you can see that. There you go. And now, when my hands are there, I will just either edge forwards until my bum isn't touching the seat at all, and then just let go. Put my hands on the floor nice and stable, getting like that, and then just sitting down. Or, if I just want to stand up, I'll just use the chair and push up and then stand. Everyone has their own abilities for this one. Everyone has their own techniques, so please, if you don't think you can do that, don't. It's important to stay safe with that one, because some people may not be able to support their weight like I can, on their legs and on their arms, because obviously, so yeah, that's just something to think in mind. That's just something to think about, or keep in mind. So yeah, now we're gonna get on to the chairs. I'm not gonna bother sorting out my legs, because I don't need to, because I just show you now. So first thing is pulling out the chair. Done. Now the next thing is to pull the chair up and put on the brakes. Can't quite see that, but it's done. Now, I would undo my legs, however they're already out from getting on the floor, and I can't bother to put them in just to take them back out. So, what I usually do is put one hand flat on the chair, supported, make sure it's a sturdy chair, and your chair is safe and not going to go anywhere, and caught it. Sorry, the camera's a little bit awkward at the moment. However, basically, put the brakes on, make sure you have a little bit of space between your chair and the chair you're transferring to. Another thing I will mention is some people prefer to take off their armrests, so that's not in the way. I usually don't, because I just lift straight up and over. So in case you can't see on camera, I've got my hand there supporting me, and I've got the hand on there, so it's just a case of moving like that. Sometimes I will stand up first, which is the getting on the floor that I showed you, and then just sit down normally, or if I just want to transfer from chair to chair, either hand on the wheels or hand on the seat is another good one. Yeah, that's pretty much that. So yeah, that's all that I'm going to really cover for this video. I do know some other things, like I do know a lot of other things like wheelies, all of that stuff in the wheelchair parkour video. However, I don't feel comfortable to give instructions on how to do it on YouTube. Obviously, please be safe if you're trying any of these. Best to do stuff that you feel comfortable with. And also, I forgot to say, transferring into the chair from my wheelchair is the same way that I would get in bed. However, I usually just walk to my bed or crawl to my bed or whatever. But please, if you're going to do any of these, remember everyone has their own limits, everyone has their own skill, and the things may be different for different people, so just bear that in mind if you're going to try anything. And if you feel like you're struggling, make sure you have someone around there with you in case you fall or something. That's just a bit of health and safety. I can only advise you on what to do because different things might not work for you. Obviously, I can use my legs quite a bit, so getting onto the floor was easier. Yeah, just if you don't think you can do something, don't do it. So please, if you're going to do any of these, just be safe. Obviously, you may need some support with some things. You might not be able to do everything in this video the same way I did. I can use my legs. I've been in this for quite a while. I can do everything more or less by myself. So if you're new to this, please have some safety precautions. Yeah, that's all I've really got to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from this video. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe if you aren't already, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.